So I'm going to show how to get to the fuel pump forward, and then slide it up, back, and then pull this off. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go through and pull all the bolts out and pull the seats out. Easiest when you're using this. Okay. The other side. Just don't forget there's a wire connected. Right here. Seat airbags. So, notice right here is where the fuel sending unit is. Take you around to this other side. I replaced the fuel pump not too long ago and just broke that again. And so what you're seeing here is this is the air duct for here. What you do, there's a connection right here. Kind of see that? Kind of see that? You're gonna lift up here to pop it out where this is rubbed down. Pulls that out, pull down, and then pull out. Whoever had it previously had some work done, and so that gets cut out, and then unbolt that, and the fuel pump's right under there. Get to the fuel sending unit because I have a fuel leak over there. So here's what you need. To 10mm socket. It's like, I don't want to focus. 10mm socket, and you're just gonna plow. There's 3 here and then 1 back. You can't see it, but it's there and it's really hard to get to, so you just have to take the extension off. Go about it like this. And this will kind of show you how far back there is. Oh, actually, I lost that nut whenever I did it last, but try back there. It's either this or use a little box wrench and get in there. So, there we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the problem right there. Fuel smell, because well, obviously you can see the fuel sitting there. That's why the car is reeking like something fierce. Well, I have my socket. I'm gonna get. Hopefully, it's just needs to be tightened up a little bit. So here's my socket. Got for like $30 on Amazon or something like that. And it's only leaks whenever I fill it all the way up. So there's like 17 gallons of gas in here, and this thing has, it's probably because it puts more pressure on this. But I'm gonna try to clean some of that out so hopefully it stinks less and see if it leaks more. My only thinking was either the O-ring is shot, I just didn't have it tighten that last little bit to put enough pressure on it to fully seal it. So, get this all cleaned up, looking like new, and see if anything else comes about. Huh. Hey, there's a socket. Just goes to show, make sure you know what you do with your tools when you're done working with them. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start putting everything all back together. Then I'm gonna go pop the other side together. Where I take all the. So what we're gonna do here. See the cavity is where it naturally goes. But this, it's gonna go up into the side a few inches, and well, actually right here, right about right here is where it connects to the other one. You have to kind of jam this up there, pull out a little bit, feel around where it's at. After a while, oh crap, did it backwards. Connect this end down here first, because that doesn't go together once you get this together. And then I don't think I've had it go together that smoothly yet. So, there we go. Pop the foam back in. There we go. So this is after you get the piece of foam set back in. Drop that down around that. And I have to lift this up. There's a piece of metal that sits flat under here, and the carpet lays best if the carpet is in between the metal and this. Otherwise it's going to be all pushed up and weird. This, there's a clip that goes in at an angle like this, kind of angled in. So you pull back at a diagonal angle, obviously angle, but pull back diagonally, pulls it loose, and then you just kind of, this carpet's pretty messed up from being pulled out so many times. There we go. Now we're just gonna go to the other side. This side doesn't get pulled out as bad since you're not tearing all the way up to there. And just kind of push it back and underneath. Lift that up, slide that underneath. See, this is what it will do right here. It just kind of bulk up and act all weird if you don't have it, you can see, on top of that metal rail, which some people may not care, but it bugs me. You know, I won't be seeing it. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna put the seats back in, and this shouldn't take but a few minutes. And at this point, it's probably easier to put the middle seat in so you can hook that up when it's easiest to access. just remember, if you are using a power tool of some sort, make sure you start the bolt before actually putting it on there. That way you don't cross thread it or mess it up in any way. That's it. Got them all bolted back on. It makes it a lot easier whenever you're using that. But you don't have to take out the third row like I've seen in videos, and it's completely unnecessary. And these seats are messed up anyways. But that is the simplest and easiest way to get access to the fuel pump and the fuel sending unit in a XC90.